Julian.
Hey Nico, just one thing. Um, you were talking of the sense of not okayness and resistance today. I think I feel it mostly in around work and money, like um yeah, now that for instance the season of more work is passing a bit for me and I have a bit more time, but I'm also like feeling stuck in a period of feeling like stuck creatively, or and I start getting into a thing of being mad and being frustrated, and then I notice there's fear behind it, and that it has to do with, yeah, with work or with making money or whatever, or my idea of what is progress in that area, you know. And yeah, I don't know if there's a question actually. It's just it's hard for me to be in that what I was talking about, that trust, when there is that fear. Like trust the process of going through the fear, trust the process of maybe you have times that are less fruitful, and or that you're, I don't know, maybe the psyche has to go through different cycles, and the thing of, yeah, it has to do with control, I guess, too. And yeah, I don't know what the question is. Just throwing it out. But I was feeling a bit like this today, so and this sense of not okayness came up also in the meditation. Yeah, it's just that sometimes it's, maybe it's also psychological stuff, um, sense of not being good at, not, um, yeah, like I don't know, sucking at generating opportunities, or not being resourceful, like this, that kind of inner judgments. But it comes along with it. I guess it's also part of the same fear.
A lot of that is part of the same mechanism of the strategy to deal with what is challenging. And so it's like you're on a horse and then you think you need to, the problem is that you need to be further ahead. And so you start whipping the horse because you think that's going to solve the problem. And the horse being you, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I was saying, that it, it it gets turned into the problem is me, my personality, my mind, my body, my abilities, my, but it's still that the way I am addressing that sense of lack or that something is wrong is still this strategy that it's up to me.
Yeah.
And what can happen, and so I can describe kind of a possibility, is that the situation that you're describing of the natural phase in the your work, where in the summer ends and then there's less work, less shows to perform at, that can be part of the movement of life for you right now, but the movement in you comes not from the sense of that's something wrong or something missing or something that brings imminent danger. And then the opportunities or possibilities are more clear, because the perception of negativity in the situation, in myself, in my abilities, or in the opportunities, in a sense reinforces that dynamic, and it makes it harder to see the opportunities. Either because you may see them and you don't think you're capable of getting them, or vice versa. You might feel like I can get them, but there aren't any, or both. I don't see them and I'm not capable.
Yeah.
But you can look at in your recent experience, you had a shift where you were in a belief that, for example, with music you couldn't make money, and then there was a change and then you started making more money. But it had to do with some shift in the underlying belief.
Mm-hmm.
And so similar to this, if what I was saying earlier, if you sit for 5 minutes and the activity there is this negativity around work or fear or the situation and money, then there's a really good sign that that activity is not useful, and you could say it's neurotic. But by that I mean it's nothing for you to listen to, and there will likely be no intelligence in the strategies that are appearing.
Yeah. So in those situations, it's like sit and wait for the storm to pass. Maybe do nothing for a few days. I don't know.
Well, no, because you still need to you need to activate energy into life, but to be able to take moments where you try to see that all of that mechanism, and see it as, in a sense, how we were talking about now, it's addiction, or it's this monkey mind.
Yeah.
So that then when you're moving and acting in life, it becomes maybe possibly a little less convincing. And so when you're less convinced of its reality, you will act from a deeper place. But it won't work to just completely withdraw from life and look and look and look. It's important to have the mix.
Mm.
But if you can't pause for 5 minutes without that being active, then it's a really strong sign that all of that activity isn't going to be fruitful. And it doesn't have to stop for more fruitful activity to happen. What you need is to see that it's that information, that activity isn't based on reality. And you'll be able to discern where the opportunities are, what is the direction that's going to be more valuable. The more you see the monkey mind, in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
And then you test. You go, you have an idea for an opportunity and you test it. You move energy in that direction.
When you said at first that it's not up to you, I think I know what you mean, but can you elaborate? Mm. It has to do with trust and not having control of everything that happens, basically.
Yeah, it's tricky to talk about, but it's not up to you, the you that is in that storm, but it is up to you, the you that is prior to that storm.
Okay. Doing a lot of oscillation from one extreme to the other. No, thanks.
You're welcome.